I've put on probably 50 pounds and it has gone nowhere. At this point, I haven't done a test. This is the year where I will do the testing to determine that, but I don't know. I was about 48 when it started, and I just felt some changes going on in my body. And then I started to have periods that were longer than the breaks that I should be having. So I was probably having my period for 21 days of a month and having 7 days off. And just through listening to other people, I just assumed that this was just part of going through life and this is how it was going to be. And I went in to see my family doctor with Maggie for another completely different reason. And somehow we just got chatting about it. And she's like, no, that is not okay. That's not how you're supposed to be living your life. There's options for us to take care of that. So we discussed an IUD, and growing up in the era that we grew up in, IUDs were like, what? No, not many people had them or used them or went through it. My doctor fortunately had used both the plastic and the copper, so she was able to talk me through both of them. And she said, when you try this out, it's within 3 days, if it's going to work for you or it's not going to work for you. Why don't we give it a try? And I've never looked back. I put on a whole bunch of weight. So I don't know if that was the IUD or if that's the perimenopause, menopause, but I've put on probably 50 pounds and it has gone nowhere. I struggle with it every day. I'm not comfortable with it. I catch myself in the mirror and I'm like, who is that person? I don't feel that I am the size that I am, but I'm growing into a place where I understand that this is just where I'm at now in this stage of my life, and I just have to live this phase. Well, I was definitely losing confidence in myself, and that was a big game changer for me because I kind of float through life and don't really worry about what other people think, or not in a rude way, just I am who I am and that's where I'm at. But it was interesting to start to feel insecure or have anxieties about different social settings or doing presentations with work or those kinds of things. And for me, I think it started to tip the balance of, okay, something's going on here that isn't just, it's not normal. It's not just a life path. There's something happening in me emotionally as well as physically. And I had already been kind of diagnosed with this heavy bleeding and had that kind of taken care of. So I just started to feel like I was, I don't know, not confident, not able to convey who I was and be comfortable in my own skin, I guess was the way to explain it. Well, my husband and I kind of live separate lives. We sleep in separate bedrooms and we're very committed to our family. We live a real family life. But I remember laying in bed one night beside him when we were still sleeping in the same bed and thinking, this is a really lonely place to be. And it felt really disheartening and uncomfortable and didn't make sense to me. I didn't understand why I was feeling that way. And at the beginning, I put a lot of blame on him, but I think that there is just not really a place to blame. It's just you kind of shift and change who you are and what you want, how you feel, and not everybody comes out on the other side in the same place they were when they went in. Live an authentic life. Say, what I want to say, or speak my truth, or present myself as I'm feeling, not as I'm thinking I should be presented to the world, is what I would aspire for.
Thanks for watching this episode. For more menopause stories like this, subscribe below, and don't forget to click the bell so you are notified when we drop a new episode. Did you connect with this story? Let us know by adding your comment and by sharing and liking it. Shared storytelling helps us learn what's happening to our bodies and reminds us we are not alone.